I want to send a big shout out to MJMG Presents. I see you on the check-in early. First and foremost, I want to give a big shout out to everybody on the MJMG Presents app, Apple TV, Google TV, and all the other TVs. We are here again on another Monday. And if you know on Mondays, we have not failed you and we will not fail today to bring you not only creative people, talented people, but inspirational stories that you could take bits and pieces on your journey. And who I'm talking about today is a group called Channel 7. Now, I've been rocking with them and listening for like the last 2 weeks. I mean, I took it to the gym. I was in the car. I was getting a feel. And I tell you, I can't wait to have this conversation with them to get the people behind the music. Today, we putting them in front of it. So tell a friend to tell a friend. And if you're on the app and if you do have a question, please feel free to send your emails in. Shout out to DJ BJ Clark. I see you on the check-in. Yeah, the Noize. We're going to talk a little bit about the Noize too. You know, I've been doing a little homework. It's okay. But we're going to have a lot of good conversations and we're going to talk a lot about creativity. But before we go into that, we just got to make sure all the wheels and the bearings are running smooth. So with that being said, we're going to go into some music. We're gonna go into a record called Steam, and this is Channel 7 right now. And if you got your questions, you got your friends, tell them to jump on, because this is something you will not want to miss. Check it out, y'all. This is MJMG Presents SHU Radio, and we are rocking with Channel 7 today. This is Steam. Check it out, and we'll be right back with the set.
SHU Studio, we get busy.
I say that love past due, haven't paid your share. That my class day for, ain't you take me there? Put the blame on you, but how is that fair? I got issues too, and they know to tell. I got memories that'll take me there. Yeah, you choose to love, it don't keep you there. They spread rumors, so they come to stare. Roll, gasoline for your feelings, make you feel numb. Burn, memories for your feelings, make you feel numb. Roll, gasoline for your feelings, make you feel numb. Burn, memories for your feelings, make you feel numb. Better when just us two, put my eyes for you, bring my hope up, give my loves to you. Sometimes trouble, but we work it through. Push the weight off, push that weight off. Take my time for you, probably overdue. Body just for you, and my mind is too. Break down, roll up steam for your feelings, make you feel love. Don't put blame on me, cause my feelings, yeah, you hurt them. Roll, gasoline for your feelings, make you feel numb. Burn, memories for your feelings, make you feel numb.
That right there was Steam, my Channel 7. If y'all know me, time is money and I don't like to waste neither. And with that being said, we're about to introduce this group, right? I think they form like Voltron, and maybe I'm telling my age with such, and I don't care, because when it's real, it's real, and when it's dope, it's dope. We have Coop and Marz, backed by the instrumentation of the Noize. We have a group called Channel 7. We're gonna tap in with them. Y'all got a little visual. Now you're gonna hear directly from them. So let's bring them to the forefront, to the stage. Channel 7. How y'all doing?
We're good.
Very good. How you doing?
Oh man, I'm doing great. I always look forward to these Mondays. And like my boy just said, he said he can't wait to hear the people behind the music that he was looking forward to when he was looking at the promo. Now, I would like to say, off the top, the breath air, the fresh air that I get from the musical sense that you guys deliver. I want to commend you guys from the gate. Like I
Thank you.
mentioned, I was listening all week to it, and it just gave back to a real feel in the music, like not just senseless music, not just marketed music or commercialized music. It gave to a feel, a backstory, and we want to talk a little bit about that today. We're gonna talk a little bit. But before we go into that, I would like the viewers, especially those that are listening through the app, just to get a background, a quick rundown of Coop and Marz.
I'm Coop. I'm from Chicago. I grew up in the Park District. I grew up listening to music. Grew up in a church. Grew up in Inglewood. So music is my life.
I'm
Respect.
Marz. I grew up in St. Paul, Minnesota. Um, yeah, just I grew up just loving music. I just fell in love with. I always tell this story. I fell in love with my grandma's CDs, and ever since I've just been obsessed with Sonics. And when I was like 15, I started writing music, and I've been on the journey since.
Now you deliver. I don't want to say an old soul, but it's soul. I deliver a soul. When was the first time that the both of you realized like this is what we got and this is what we want to give to the universe?
Together or separate?
Separately, we're gonna merge it. We're gonna merge it in because there's two tails. There's many tails to this direction. So we're gonna merge that. But I would like to hear this separately. Like when did the both of you find that soul for this?
I always was writing music when I was little. I always wrote songs, no beat, no nothing, just a little notebook. Always wrote music. I always was performing covers for my family, like get them all in the living room, let me sing for you. And I always got good feedback. They're always like, oh, this is so great. So I was like, oh, I can sing, I can sing. When my friends came over, I would be up on the bed and they would be sitting on the floor and I would be Beyonce. And so I always knew, I always knew music was, I knew I was gifted in it. So I always knew it was a possibility for me to like, at any point, I could tap into that if I wanted to.
Nice.
That's great. Music is in my family. My dad, he sung in a choir. My grandma was a bass guitarist for some well-known people, and it just always been in my family. My mom would take us to the park districts, and we would watch the concerts that they had. And I played the drums for a little bit in grammar school, and music just always been around me. And I lost music for a long time, and when I was depressed, that the most depressed I've ever been, music brought me back to reality. So I knew music
For
was the
sure.
place I wanted to be.
I got you. And the first time that you both recorded and heard your voice for the very first time, could you talk about that experience? And the reason why I want to channel that early on, like I mentioned, a lot of people just see the end result, right? They just
Yeah.
they see the magic that you produce, and they don't understand or get to see or hear the travels that's going through that. And some of our listeners right now are in that travel. So you guys are going to be touching a lot of people with the information. So could you share that moment of hearing your voice for the first time and what did that do for you?
Well, I would say I think I started really writing like I wrote when I was little silly goofy songs with my cousins. Not goofy, they were cute, but they weren't like, I wouldn't put them out now. When I really started writing, I would say I was like 14, 15. Um I got into the studio for the first time. My brother makes music and so he showed me his engineer. And I got into the studio for the first time when I was 17, 18.
Okay.
And the first like two songs I wrote was they're actually out. They're out right now. One of them is called Roses. I got in there. I recorded it. I recorded a song for my brother, and he really loved it, and everybody in the studio really loved it. And so I was like, it kind of was like an affirmation for me. Like, not only is it just like a family thing, they're just hyping me up. It was like other people also can kind of see that I got, I got some talent in it. And so when I like heard it back, it's crazy to hear it back in the studio for the first time and be like, this is me, and it's like engineered up and it's mixed up. Um, yeah, it was a crazy experience.
Nice, nice.
Mhm.
How about you?
When I first went to the studio, I had I was living in Virginia and I wrote this whole album. And I came home and I invited all my boys to the studio. And this was like my first time ever being in the studio and I was super nervous. But I had like did research on like studio etiquette, like know your songs,
Hmm.
um, just rehearse, practice.
Very important.
And I just practiced and rehearsed up until that date. So when I got in there, I probably did I did 5 songs in like a 4 hour, 3 hour extent, but they was all great. Like my friends was talking about these songs for like weeks, and I thought they was gonna be terrible, and they just like, yo, like you gotta keep doing this. You gotta keep going. So it was a great moment because I practiced and prepared for months. I think I practiced like 3 4 months on my songs to make sure
Damn.
they was perfect
You
when
was
I got
you
in
was
there.
not playing. You was not playing.
Oh,
That
Mm.
oh no, I take it very serious.
I respect that. I respect that. Now, as y'all both developing in your separate locations at your separate times, morphing, when did that path cross between the two musically to set the stone of what Channel 7 means?
I think we met at an open mic. And I think we were both independent artists thinking that open mics was gonna be like the way.
Mhm.
Like I definitely remember being like, the first time I went to an open mic here in Chicago, I was like, I'm gonna go to the open mic. After this, it's gonna be videos of me on the internet. They're gonna be like, who is this? Get her signed. And it was nothing like that at all. And like the third time I went to this same open mic, because I lived next to it, I kept going to it. The third time I went there, I met him. And he was performing there too. And I got to see him perform. And we just talked after it, got each other's information and stuff.
Nice, nice. Now, developing the sound, you have a very distinctive feel and sound. Going to that, did you both have that individual sound that came together or was created as a unit?
Individual sounds mesh.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
I definitely remember meeting him, going home, and then the next like week being like, oh wait, I gotta tap into Coop. I gotta go listen to Coop's music. And I remember playing his album. He talking about trips, and I remember being like, ah, he's actually good. Like because you go to open mics and it's not good. I'm not gonna lie,
It's a
it's
give,
not.
yeah, it's a really
It's
big give and take.
it's
Yeah, it's a give and
it's an
take.
experience. It's an experience. And I remember going and playing his album and being like, ah, like this is really freaking good. Like I have to make music with him. Like if anything, I gotta make music with him.
Nice, nice.
I think our sounds just
They
they
just mesh. Yeah.
yeah.
Now talk about the name, Channel 7. That's very distinctive. So she's like, all right,
That's him.
that's him right there. Talk about the name real quick. I would like to give body and understanding to that.
Okay, so Channel was we were friends for a while. Like we was just hanging out, just chilling, making music. And Channel was we was always on the same frequency, like of music and sound. So that's why I got Channel. And then Seven was because our sounds were different, but so much alike. They're perfect. So Channel 7 is our frequency are the same, but our sounds together are perfect.
Yeah.
So we get Channel 7.
Yeah. Channel 7 is like our wavelength.
Yeah.
Nice. I respect that. I respect. And
Hmm.
7 is very godly. That's the God. That's
Oh
the
yeah.
very godly number. Very
Seven
godly.
everywhere. Always seven.
Yes,
Seven.
it is.
That's right. That's right.
Hmm.
We right now have entered the same wavelength. So
Yep.
Oh yes.
we in good
Yep.
company. We in good company. So now developing the sound and going into the creativity. I know you're coming out of the open mic stage and developing that sound. What was the first step in getting in accordance to delivering this music to the world?
From what I remember, um, Coop had locked in with a independent record label in New York called 86 Records. They're a military veteran ran record label. Coop was in the military, and his good friend started it. And so he was looking for artists, and he loved Coop's music. So he was like, "I need you on my record label." And so Coop was working with 86 Records, and he was in New York. We were in New York. I went with him.
Mhm.
We were in New York. He was shooting music videos and recording and stuff, and we weren't even Channel 7. And we went and shot our music video, What You Know. And our videographer, a really good friend of ours, Jim Avelli, he was like, Marz, you're in the song. You got to be in the video. I was like, no, no, no. Like, if you watch the video, like, I was not video ready. I was just there for the support. My hair messy, my face sleepy.
Yeah.
I got just like a little zip up fleece on. And he's like, you gotta be in it. You're in the song. And then after we did that video, and we were in the studio all weekend that trip. We were like, I think we gotta make this a duo.
Yeah.
This has gotta be a thing.
Nice, nice, nice.
Mhm.
Now, I understand you mentioned that you had a connect or situation with an independent record label. Was the business and you know we know the music business. There's two parts of it: business and then there's the business. Just to be,
Yeah.
but as far as that part, were you all entwined with the business aspect, or that still was a development towards the aspect of what you guys were trying to do?
This was a development. Like we were all growing together.
For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
More now that we have DJ BJ. He kind of guides us as a manager and as a mentor
Mhm.
on business itself.
Yeah, we were really starting ground up with them.
Yeah.
Like they were starting and we were starting with them.
Dope, dope. Shout out to BJ, DJ
Shout
BJ
out to DJ
Clark.
BJ.
How did that intertwine? Did that come extremely later, or that was early in the development stages of
It,
Channel 7?
I would say extremely later. Yeah.
At
Okay,
least 2 years.
2 years
2 years.
after.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So in the mark before that part, was there ever a moment that as a group y'all was questioning or ran across hardships that made you question, like, is this what we should do? And if you did, what did you do to overcome that?
When it comes to being with the record label or just music in
In
general.
general, I mean, if you want to share if that was a situation as well, but in general.
Um I mean, it's definitely like ebbs and flows of it, especially when you're like, you feel like you're giving your all, especially like giving your money. You're giving your energy, you're giving your money, you're giving your talent and your soul, because that's what we're doing when we write music. We're giving pieces of our soul. It's definitely ebbs and flows when it's like, dang, I'm writing my heart out and nobody care. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's different times where it's like, am I like being delusional? Like, is this like a shot in the pan? Like, and in 5 years, am I gonna be like, that was a silly little goofy dream of mine, or am I gonna be like, it worked out?
Yeah.
So definitely times where we were like, are we really gonna do this?
How do we get out of it? Live shows. We love a live
Facts.
show. A live
Nice.
show.
Facts. Every time we do a live show, bring us right back to
Yeah,
like,
we
yep,
turn right
yep.
back around.
That's what we
Yeah.
love to do.
Now, for those that are artists that are on and probably don't, and as soon as you said live show, I know what that feel is. I know what that experience and that igniting of the fire. But for those that are listening right now that don't understand what a live show does to you, could you explain why you said that?
Well, we were just talking with our band, so I said a live show feels like a car, like we're in a van, and when we're all working together, it's driving smooth.
Yeah.
It's like we're driving a train though. Like the audience is the train and we're driving it. And as long as our synergy is correct, then it's just smooth flowing with a good radio station on.
Right. Synergy.
Yeah, it's like
I would say
yeah,
it's a completely different experience performing by yourself versus performing with me and him versus performing with the band. Like we just performed for the first time with the band on January 4th, and we've been performing together for a couple of years now. But that feeling of performing with that band, I can only describe it as that synergy, like to be able to like look back and be able to communicate and be able to be like, we're starting this song, and to be able to let that song rock out, and it's nothing like it for real as an artist.
Yeah, there's most definitely an empowerment, especially when you, like you said, when you got that synergy flowing, it grows. And like I mentioned, commending the feel that you give off comes from that true essence of the purity. Now we know that between social media and online, there's so many gimmicks, there's so many different. How do you stay grounded as a unit? You know, sometimes it's hard for just a manager and an artist. You're talking about a band and a group. How do you maintain that stability as a group?
Communication, and we we are constant, like every single time that we get together, so a conversation about where we're headed sneaks in, like a conversation like somebody's gonna be like, okay, but how far do we want to go? How famous do we want to be? How, how many fans do we, it always, we all are on the same wavelength. We all are constantly being like, how are you feeling? What do you want? So that we are headed in the same direction. You know what I mean? That's what we kind of connected instantly. It was like we wanted the same thing. We felt the same way about music. And so it was like very aligned. We're very aligned with this band that we got.
Mm.
I respect that. I respect that's very
Mhm.
important because it's so easy to leave room for assumption without
Yep.
explanation. So it's real
Yep.
easy. So all the people out there listening, I do have a viewer on the app. They're hailing from the Philippines. So shout out to the Philippines for tapping in right now. And they
What?
did they did shoot a question. They shot a question. Actually, they were getting at me because they said they ask a lot of questions and I never get to their email. So I'm gonna get to it now because honestly, I read it and I be forgetting. I go through it. So I'm gonna get to you right now, Sing. I'm gonna get to you right now. But Sing asked, he said, you both have a unique sound. Is there ever a moment that the both of you clash depending on the expression?
No, I wouldn't think so.
No.
We kind of we when we write songs, most of our songs are like she'll be writing and she'll bring me a song, and I'll figure out
Yeah.
how to fit on that song, or I'll have a song that I'm writing and then I'll bring it to her and she'll fit on that song. So
Yeah.
we figure out the vibe and we talk to one another. We'll discuss the verse
Yeah.
and she'll tell me, if she liked those lyrics or whether or not they fit that song.
Yeah.
Everything's communication.
Yeah. I would say that would be the only clash is like I bring him like an indie pop song and he's
Yeah,
like, uh okay.
but she
I
pushed my
guess so.
opinion though.
I
Yeah,
guess
for
I'll
sure.
figure it out.
Yeah.
That's not a bad clash. That's a
Ooh.
growth. That's a growth. That's a growth.
Mhm.
Now, on as far as an artist, a lot of artists are in the studio, they record, and then they just put a record out and they kind of in the dark with it. While I was vibing out to y'all music, I was reaching out to a lot of people who found you, and a lot of people expressed that they found you through marketing. A lot of people were expressing that they saw your music or got introduced to you through ads. I want
Yeah.
to I want to talk about the marketing that you guys have and the importance of, not just working on the craft, but getting the craft in front of people. And what's some of the success that you had in that?
So we was working with 86 Records and we kind of sat and talked together and they came with a plan to first we'll release a song out to the mass. And then once we figure out where that those songs hit the most at, we'll then target those select areas
Hmm.
and re-release, redistribute the money into those neighborhoods,
Right.
and then that's when you'll find your core audience.
Yeah. Yeah, we
Right.
were definitely we were on the up and up and up with them. Like our first couple music videos, we had that promotion behind it where it was targeting different cities and different countries, obviously.
Countries, yeah.
And we got a lot of views through that. And a lot of people in the comments was like, found you through the ad. Usually I hate a YouTube ad, but this was fire. And then we were like, yes, 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 yes.
It's very important to get in front of people. Now, for those that don't or just come across you, I know when it comes to marketing, people will perceive or receive you in many different forms. But as far as Channel 7, what is it that you want the viewers to get immediately from the group?
I would say classic but new,
Yeah.
and where it's more like you're hanging with us, like
Yeah, chill. Chill
chill.
with it.
Yeah, it's a
Yeah, just
vibe.
vibe.
It sure is a vibe. I don't smoke, but you guys sure made me want to roll something up. I'm telling y'all, I was in the car like I need me a J.
We get that all the
I
time.
need something like
Get that
this
all
is
the
this is
time.
too much of a vibe. Like I can't be by myself listening to this. I need
That's beautiful.
you guys most definitely provoke great, amazing feel. So you guys got a new song. Let's get some promo while we got the people hot right now. You guys got a new song that's coming out this weekend, and it's coming out at a nice weekend too. Let's talk about that record and what's going on. What's going on?
So Heartbreak Anthem is one of those indie pop songs I brought Coop. I wrote it a long time. It's been a while. It's like 2 years. Um, it's we're putting it out around Valentine's Day because it's kind of like an anti-Valentine's Day kind of vibe. It's about heartbreak and getting over it and realizing that you're the one that got away. And we've been shooting the video. January we shot the video real. We like to do things real run and gun. I just got it all edited and polished up like 2 days ago, and you guys are gonna see it on here. But yeah, it's a little heartbreak song for the ones who don't got no Valentine's Day. This Valentine's.
I feel that. Matter of fact, while we got the people here and it's hot and we talking it hot off the press, we're gonna give y'all a premiere view. So this is is this the first time?
It's not even out. Yeah,
It's not even out. Yeah. So I want to first of all, I must thank all of you guys for sharing that. And the viewers, y'all getting a treat. So let's check this out. This is hot off the press. This is coming out this weekend.
Yep.
So make sure y'all tap in. But for right now, let's get to this visual. This is Heartbreak Anthem. Check it out, y'all.
SHU studio. We get busy.
You had my heart, did you know? Oh, what a shame you let it go. Going more distant each time. Each time. You're the worst, did you know? And I'm supposed to let it go. Going away day by day. By day. Heartbreak anthem. I'll be singing all night long. What a shame you let me down. Years pass fast now. Tears been cried now. I'm the one that got away. The one that got
We
away.
seeing in different views. Heard you found your substitute. Baby, there's a lot to prove. But what about me? What about how I feel? Don't wanna be out, out, out. Don't run now, don't need love. Don't wanna be out, out, out. Don't run now, don't need love.
Heartbreak anthem. I'll be singing all
That right there was Heartbreak Anthem. Official Anna said, "This will be my song on Valentine's Day." Anna, come on, we gotta change that, Anna. Come on.
It's okay, Anna. It's okay.
It's okay. It's okay. We do have a question from Ivan Hailing, and shout out to everybody that's listening abroad from Russia. And he said that he's listened to a lot of. Hold on, let me pull that. But I just lost the email. He said he's listened to a lot of duets, and he says you can feel when there's an opposition or separation. You guys sing as if y'all in a relationship. Or y'all in a relationship, and he put dot dot dot. Yo, Ivan, you're prying, Ivan. Ivan, you're prying.
Ivan,
Ivan, cut it out. But
we are.
that's so cool that people are not only listening, but they're feeling the energy of what that's
Yeah.
delivering. So shout out to Ivan, hailing out of Russia. Yo, Ivan, you KGB out there or something like.
We are, Ivan. I'll tell you. I'll give you the scoop. We are. We are.
That's
It's my
super
baby.
cool. So this record comes out this weekend. In the future, what I mean after this record, what's the next stages and movements for Channel 7? Like what's the game plan? What's the vision?
We're really trying to get this live show. Like I told you, we just did our first live show as a band January 4th. So we're really trying to get this live show January 24th, sorry. We're really trying to get this live show down. We we rehearsed for the first time and it was just like the synergy, man. It was just flowing and it was so effortless. And so I really want to get it just to a point where we're just like we don't even think about it. Like we could go at any stage, any event, anything. We can get on that stage and rock it out. That's a big goal of mine to just be like 100% in this live show. And then we have a tape coming this summer too.
Yes, yes.
Mhm.
Nice. We got DJ BJ Clark. He putting up the website. That's right. You got to work it on both ends. So I love the marketing. I love the
Oh
marketing.
yeah.
BJ.
So we know how social media like artists have to be. You almost gotta be everything. You gotta be the creator. You gotta be the marketer. You gotta do content. How do you feel if if it doesn't interrupt or cause a strain to the both of you? How do you feel about the artist and being like a content creator in this day and age in this market for music?
We sometimes we get really stuck in that like we're supposed to be making all this content, we're supposed to be doing all this blah 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 blah, but we've gotten to a point where it's like if that was authentic to us we'd be doing it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If that was the way that we were gonna do it, we'd be doing it, you know. So we found our own we're finding our own little lane in content creating. And we put out like our snippets of like our band rehearsals and like behind the scenes things. And I don't want to do anything that feels inauthentic. So we're finding our own things, finding our own things that actually feel good. Like we
Good.
could put it out and be like that was good,
Yeah, for
where
sure.
it's like, oh, that was so corny, oh, we sold out. I don't want to sell out right now, we just
Right.
started.
It just
you know
I feel you on that. So the reason why I double asked that question, as an executive myself, a lot of times I'm sitting at meetings and I'm looking at analytics, and then they're cross marketing or cross boarding the analytics to their social media, and I noticed the authenticness to your presentation on social media. But one thing I want to commend y'all on is the analytics that you guys grow outside of the gimmicks that a lot of artists have to do to get those viewerships. So I most definitely took notice to that immediately. Like you guys touch a lot more people genuinely than
yeah.
marketing with a meme or what's
Mhm.
trending
Yeah.
to that sense. We have a open based conversation on the show, but there's one question that I'm guaranteed to ask every single person on the show. And that question is, if you could look back to the young Coop or the young Marz and tell yourself something, anything, what would that be?
One thing.
Or two.
Yeah. I would say discipline is not an option. Like whatever it is you're trying to achieve, if you want to be a musician, then you need to wake up and write.
Mm-hmm.
If you're gonna be a writer, wake up every day and write something. If whatever you're gonna be, wake up and get to that thing every day. And that's the only way that you can achieve greatness in whatever that you're trying to be. You need to wake up and get to it every day and strive for it every day. And it need to be disciplined. And it's not an option to obtain whatever you want. You need discipline.
Yeah, DJ BJ says something along the lines of your only your thoughts and actions can determine your what do you say, your life.
Yeah.
Only your thoughts and actions can determine who you are. And that's so true. So I would say I would take that advice too, because I'm working on that right now, that discipline of writing every day, or even like exercising every day, and little things that make you better every day. So I would say I definitely would need that advice.
So,
For young Mars, I would say, I mean, pretty early on, I think I probably, when I was 18, I was like, I don't care about what anybody thinks. I'm gonna just be myself authentically. And I would say, I'll take that advice a little earlier, like a little, like 15, 14. I'll take that advice a little earlier. People's perception of you doesn't matter. Do you be authentically you? Create your music. Stop laughing at the corny, stupid jokes. Do you know what I mean?
yes, most
I'll take that
definite.
advice a little earlier. Yeah.
I mean, from the advice that y'all just said, it seems that y'all already were in the path of following that method anyway. So you guys stay on that path and continue on that path. We do have another question. The questions are coming in. I'm not too sure where this person hails from, but I know they're listening on the app right now. And they said your sounds are unique. Who and if any are your favorite artists?
I mean, I don't think I can't tell it. I don't think she really inspired my music per se, but I'm a big Beyonce girl. I love Beyonce. Um, Definitely like performance wise, discipline wise, like uh being your own boss, like that Virgo energy wise. Beyonce's my girl. But when I would say for my sound personally, probably like Lauren Hill, Adele, um, like Amy Winehouse, I would say.
Gotcha.
I would say I listen to a lot of Jay Z, Big L. Um, I like a lot of classic rap, like '90s rap,
Yeah.
'90s freestyle rap.
Oh,
Uh,
oh, you come from you come from that vein. We could tell. We could tell.
oh yeah,
We
I
could
like it. I
tell. We
like
could
a lot
tell.
of New York, early New York rappers.
We could
That's
tell. Now, for Channel 7, or if there's people who want to connect with y'all, work with y'all, are y'all open to collaborations? And if there is, what's the best way for people to tap in with y'all for that, and start messaging, or meshing, getting involved with some type of creative aspect?
So our Instagram and our website is the Channel 7. Website thechannel7.com. We have our email on both of those. If you snoop enough on the in the bios and stuff. Um, Otherwise, DMing us. We're always looking at DMs and stuff. But the email, we got a bookings email. We got another email. Those are probably the best ways to reach us. If you're coming with music and you want to collaborate, just be realistic. Like, you got bring us something. You gotta match our speed. You gotta inspire us a little bit. We're not gonna work with nothing that we don't listen to and get like instantly inspired by. Like, oh, I can write to this.
Gotcha.
So bring us some heat.
Bring some. Now. I saw that look over Coop, like, okay, who's the mean one? Who's the mean? I'm
Who's the
joking.
mean one?
I'm joking. I'm joking. Don't answer that, Coop. Do not. Don't do it. Don't do it. Oh no, I'm joking. I'm joking. There's always a balance to something that's working. There's always a
Oh yeah.
balance to something. And speaking on, there's always a balance to something that's working. Outside of music, you mentioned, if it's working out or something, but what is the balance to the core of you as a unit, and as you separately?
Community. We love the community. We always out in the community, especially in the summer.
Yeah.
Not so much in the winter, but in the summer we're always out in the community helping what we can.
Yeah.
So
And storytelling.
yeah,
I'd say that's always something that we come back to is the art of storytelling, because that also is such a great like place to connect to people. So I would say, yeah, like human connection and
yeah,
community, people, humanity, because that's what we when you listen to our music and you're like, I really love this. That's what you're feeling. You're feeling like you feel like I just wrote this song about you. So that human connection, I would say, is where we find our balance.
I respect that. Official Anna said, I write, sing, and produce. I will be reaching out to you. That was a bar right there, Anna. That was a bar right there. Anna said they will be reaching out to you.
Good,
we
good, good.
we know we're in the era of everyone getting their flowers. This is that's a big thing now. But here on MJMG presents Shoe Radio, we don't give out flowers. We give out honor because flowers do die, but honor lasts forever. And I want to take this time to give you guys your honor. Keeping the grounded mentality, especially in this field where it's so easy to get caught up with the superficial presentations of success and achievements, staying grounded to the core of who you are and delivering that feel that people could relate,
Mhm.
not just in front of you, but way out in Russia, they could feel the vibrations, to feel something to ask. Maintaining that, not being thrown off by what is happening around you, but still having the core and uniting that amongst each other. We here at Shoe Radio would like to give you your honors and celebrate y'all right now in front of
thank you.
everybody, and salute to
Thank you.
everybody who's listening. Now,
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
your work. No, thank you, thank you. Like I said, it's a breath of fresh air. Like I was listening to it, and it was like a reset in musical form. And I wanted to smoke some weed, but even though I don't smoke, but
No,
that
don't smoke. No,
that
no,
that
no.
that too. That it made me want to do that. Like it was very influential. But as far as the music again, I want to leave you guys a moment to share anything that you want to share about y'all, anything that you want to talk about, any shout outs, anything you want to let the viewers that are listening on Instagram, on the app, Apple TV, Google TV, wherever they're listening from, something that they could take with them to put the cherry on top for Channel 7.
Man, I'm gonna say this because the Bad Bunny Super Bowl and this quote been on my mind. But the only thing more powerful than hate is love, and that's something that we've always been thriving for in making music is to bring back like that feeling of like love songs. And when we was growing up, R&B was all lovey, and we got to listen to people like yearning for each other. And then now we're going back into that, I can already tell. But past couple years it's been very like F-boy vibe, like I don't need you, you don't need me, I don't care about you. And I think that's played out. And so I'm always just thinking about like what's the message I'm giving when I'm telling a story or when I'm putting my art out into the world. And it's always love. It's always connection and love. And yeah, so
Bam. That's that's a
mhm.
that's a mic drop right there.
Mm.
You got something you want to add to that? You want to add something you want to add?
Uh, I would say if you making music, sit down, write and revise, and sit down, write and revise again, and do it again and again. That first song you put out, like when you first put that song out, it wasn't the best you could do. And the second time you put it out, it wasn't the best you could do either. And that hook wasn't that great. It was good, but it wasn't great. That was the difference between the '90s and the songs that we making now. Is we not giving everything, we just giving just a little bit, or it's something that's for a throwaway. We
Yeah,
don't want that.
We
Give
don't want that.
give us the best.
that's right. That's right.
Mhm.
No throwaways.
Push your
No,
pen.
no
Push
throwaways.
that pen, man.
That's
Mhm.
right. Push the pen. Push the pen. Before we let you go, could you please blast where people could get you again one more time? Your Instagrams, get all that promo. Talk about the record that's dropping. Anything that y'all want to share. This is your time to shine.
The Channel 7 on everything, on YouTube, TheChannel7.com is our website. TheChannel7 is our Instagram. If you need anything, those three you're gonna find it on one of those three. Heartbreak Anthem, the song comes out on the 13th, but the music video is gonna come out on the 12th. So that'll be yours on the 12th. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoy it. Love it.
Shout out DJ BJ, Sarah Cramer, JD, the Channel 7 and the Noize.
Channel 7 and the
Thank you for all that you guys do. And thank you for having this interview with us.
Yeah.
Thank you. Let's give another round of applause. Great energy. You know, the music matches the people and the energy just continues. So continue on in your journey. Keeping true to who you are and delivering that, because the listener and those watching, we are truly getting it. So it's reaching this mark. So thank you again for coming on to the show. Y'all both have an amazing day. Shout out to the Noize too. I see BJ, he working in the chat right now. Shout out to BJ Clark, and shout out to everybody else that's out there. You both have a wonderful night.
Thank you.
We're gonna be looking out for more stuff. We're gonna be looking out, but this weekend, y'all, be in tune for that heartbreak anthem. You both have a good night, and we'll speak soon. We'd like to catch up. Let's catch up again. Again.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
All right, y'all. Have a great one. All right. Oh man, that was super cool. That right there was Channel 7. We're gonna end the show with another one of their songs. I was gonna go back to Heartbreak Anthem, but you know what? Y'all gotta wait for Saturday. You gotta wait for this weekend to get that. We gave you the preview once, and if you missed it, you gotta wait. So give that another view. But we wanna go into another video. We're gonna close out with a song called Wake Up. But if you know me, after every show, I got to give you the final word. And the final word today, if you didn't get anything from today, there's one thing that stuck out, and it was like a theme. And that theme was being true to who you are. Being true to who you are. Once you're true to who you are, the community will build around you. They said they put out records to see what it would do, and once they seen it working, that's where they targeted. So in the essence, being true to who you are sometimes isn't a post. Sometimes it's not about the what's trending and what's hot. Sometimes, not even sometimes, all the time, it's about what you have in your mind, your heart, and your soul. And once you deliver that to the people, they will feel it. And those who get it will get it. And those that don't get it, it's not for them. And that's okay. Because when you're giving an expression, it's for those who get it. But for them to get it and really believe it, really be true to it, it has to be genuine to who utmost and personal, you. Because if it ain't true to you, whatever I'm getting is some bullshit. So be true to yourself, put it out there, let it land where it land, let the people understand it, and stop wasting time on those that don't get it while you're looking over those that do. I want to send a big shout out to everybody that's out here listening. Shout out to everybody on the app. Shout out to MJMG Presents. Shout out to everybody that been participating. Thank you for hanging out. Every Monday we here with another creative, not just music. We from actors to poets to musicians, you name it, where we humanize the superheroes. We give backstories and we give attention, and we try to give you something to take with you on your journey. If you also an artist and you want to submit music, on Wednesdays we have the A&R desk where we bring A&Ring right to your phone. But that's another day. What we're gonna go right now is, even though it's nighttime here, we telling the people to wake up. This is Channel 7, y'all. Y'all have a good night. Be safe and keep creative.
SHU studio, we get busy.
Follow to the I never know. I say I'm running on a thin line, mixing reality with dreams. I'm coming down, but I feel fine. It's all the same. I'm staying out way past the street lights, feeling my lungs up in my free time. Coming down, but I feel fine.